right, that was just my asparagus inside my manicotti noodles. I'm next bringing in my cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and put our cherry tomatoes right on the side of our manicotti noodles with asparagus. This is gonna be such an easy and delicious pasta dinner. Now I'm coming in with 2 cans of my chicken broth, and this is the liquid we're using to cook those noodles. This is gonna be so easy, so delicious, great for a quick weekday dinner. Everyone will love it, kids will love it, and they'll get their veggies. Okay, that looks great. We just wanna make sure those manicotti noodles are covered. Next, I'm coming in with my feta cheese. I'm using the crumbles, and we are just gonna sprinkle our feta cheese right on top of the entire dish. This is a 13 by 9 dish. I didn't grease it. You don't need to grease it because we have all that liquid in there, but this is gonna be delicious. Get a nice coating right on top. The next cheese we're gonna come in with is some Parmesan cheese, but you can use whatever cheese you like. I feel like these cheeses go best with this recipe, but if you don't like Parmesan, you can skip it. If you don't like feta, you can replace it with something you do like, but this is gonna be really delicious no matter what cheese you use. Oh my goodness, how delicious does that look?
Oh, it looks so good, babe.
You guys knew I was gonna come in with some minced garlic. You can use fresh garlic if that's your style, but this was supposed to be a quick and easy dish, so I'm just gonna sprinkle in my minced garlic from the jar. Nothing wrong with a little jarred garlic if you ask me, and we're gonna just kind of sprinkle it here and there so that each kind of bite gets a little bit of garlic. You can skip the garlic if you're not a garlic lover, but I personally will never skip it. All right, the last thing we're gonna add is our chopped Italian herbs. Just gonna add some more flavor, some more seasoning. You can skip this if you don't want the extra herbs, but I personally love the brightness it brings to it, the flavor it brings to. This is gonna be delicious, you guys. We have all those yummy cheeses. We have the fresh tomatoes, the fresh asparagus, and that pasta. Okay, this is ready. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for 50 minutes. You're gonna wanna poke that pasta with a fork to make sure that it's fully cooked. Okay, we're starting off with 2 pounds of our cooked pasta in our large roast pan. Next, I'm coming in with 2 jars of Alfredo. Oh, it's extra steamy, which is exactly what we want. You wanna make sure that your noodles are a little al dente because we are popping this in the oven and we don't want those noodles to be overcooked. But we got our Alfredo in there. Now I'm coming in with 2 pounds of my shredded seasoned chicken, and we are just spreading that right on top of our pasta, our sauce, and all of that goodness. This is such a great dish for a potluck, for a weekday dinner, for, you know, a Sunday church, whatever you want to make this for, people will love it. It's so tasty. Get all of that in there. And spread that out. Yum. All right, now I'm gonna come in with my pre-cooked bacon, and we're going to chop up our bacon right into our pan. This is about 14 slices of bacon, but you can use more or less depending on your taste. But I mean, who doesn't love more bacon, right? Okay, so let's make sure we get these nice and chopped up. They don't need to be too big or too small. You know, as long as they're in your dish, people are going to be happy. Oh yeah. For seasoning, we're gonna keep it super simple, and we're gonna do 1 package of our ranch seasoning. So it's kind of like a bacon chicken ranch kind of feel for this easy potluck dish. Yummy. I'm so excited to get this cooking. So I was on the internet and I wanted to try it because it looked incredible. And I had a bunch of people coming over today, so today was the perfect time to try it. The only thing that this is missing is some cheese. So we have a creamy milk mozzarella, and we're using that whole bag. You can grade your own cheese if that's what you prefer, but I am not that picky. We have a whole bag of Colby Jack right in there. Yummy. And then last but certainly not least, a whole bag of mild cheddar. So this is kind of like a chicken bacon ranch Alfredo mac and cheese with all that goodness. Now I'm gonna come in with my spatula, and it's time to mix this all together. The creamy Alfredo, the pasta, the bacon, the chicken, that ranch seasoning. You want to make sure everything gets combined together. Yummy. All right, I cannot wait for my family to come over and give this a try because it is going to be a game changer. Now, I did just boil up some chicken, but you could also use a rotisserie chicken if you wanted to. I think you might need 2 rotisserie chickens if you're making this big of a serving, but you could also cut this in half if you're not feeding as many people as I am. Okay, I think we're almost fully mixed. We will give it another mix before we serve, so let's just kind of flatten that out and get this in the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is going to be in there for about 25 to 30 minutes. All right, I'm gonna grab my onion soup and dip mix, and I'm gonna add it to our 13 by 9 pan with our 2 pounds of ground beef, our family size cream of mushroom, our 2 bags of frozen mixed veggies, 1 diced onion, and 1 bag of cheddar cheese. This is a dinner classic that I'm putting my own little twist on, and I'm gonna finish this off with some Worcestershire sauce, but this is optional, and we're just gonna do a nice little drizzle right on the whole dish, just like this. Super easy, super delicious. Yum-y. Okay, this is ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for about 20 minutes. All right, while that's in the oven, I'm gonna grab a large mixing bowl, and we're gonna add 1 stick of butter, and then 6 cups of water. Here's 4 cups. And then 2 more cups. All right, with our butter, I know this seems weird, but it's gonna come out great. Then I'm just gonna add a little bit of sea salt to this mixture. Beautiful. And we are gonna microwave this until boiling. All right, here is our water and butter and salt. We are instantly gonna come in with our 3 cups of milk, cold milk. We're gonna start with just a little and start whisking it together. And then for the main ingredient, our mashed potatoes. And we are going to, just like with the milk, we're gonna slowly whisk that in as well. And we're making this whole box, so I just followed the instructions on the back of the box for this whole box. Oh my goodness. Okay, I definitely made way too much mashed potatoes, but we all know that leftovers is always gonna be good. But look how fluffy and delicious this came out. I made it absolutely perfect. And now it is time to pull out our ground beef dish. Oh my goodness, this smells absolutely incredible. I'm gonna quickly go in with my big spoon, and it is time to mix all of these ingredients together. Oh my goodness. Now, if you hadn't noticed, we are making a shepherd's pie, but we, put our own twist on it. We didn't use lamb, we used ground beef because that's what I like. And it's so easy with those instant mashed potatoes that we made. We just need to make sure we get this all mixed together before we put that on top. Okay, now that that's all mixed up, we are just flattening it out because we obviously need to get it ready for those delicious mashed potatoes. Now, you can buy the pre-made mashed potatoes or make homemade, but I think the instant was just the best option for me. And like I said, I made way too much, so do not make as much as I did. Make probably half of the box would probably be enough. But we are gonna go ahead and put that right on top, just kind of in scoops, and then we'll flatten it out. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I love a shepherd's pie, and all of these flavors just smell incredible. Okay, use half of that bowl we made. Use our spatula and get this flattened out. This is gonna be so yummy. I absolutely love making shepherd's pie this way. You can also make it in the crock pot, same exact way. Cook all of the other ingredients first, and then, in that last hour, add your mashed potatoes. Okay, just really get that flattened out and even on top of all of that deliciousness. Okay, that looks great. I'm gonna put this back in the oven for an additional 20 minutes. Okay, that was just my 1 box of cooked spaghetti noodles. I did them al dente. Now I'm gonna bring in my 32-ounce jar of marinara, and we're gonna put half of this jar right on top of our spaghetti. You can use whatever marinara you like. You can even make your own homemade marinara. Just make sure you use half of 32 ounces. I'm gonna grab my spoon and kind of just give this a nice mix inside our 13 by 9. Get those noodles nice and saucy. I absolutely love the Rayo's marinara, and you guys are gonna love this easy family dinner. So quick, so delicious. I just had to make it for you guys because it is one of my favorites. But that looks like it is nice and well coated in our delicious marinara. Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna bring in a little bit of Parmesan cheese. You can use freshly grated if that's what you prefer, but I'm just keeping it easy and simple, and I already had this in my fridge, so I don't wanna buy any more Parmesan. Okay, just a nice little coating right on top. Extra cheese is always better. Perfect. Oh, I'm coming in with my frozen chicken patties. These are so delicious, you guys. I didn't defrost them, and we're just gonna place these right on top of our spaghetti. Okay, I'm gonna use 6 for this one, but you can do a bigger pan and use all of them, but 6 is perfect for this pan. Now that we have our patties set in there, I'm gonna bring in the rest of our marinara, and I have a cookie scoop here, and we are gonna scoop just a little bit of marinara onto each of our patties. That's why this big jar is perfect, because you have just the right amount to cover up our patties, but also get some in our spaghetti. Oh my goodness, this looks so good, so easy and delicious. All right, I'm gonna bring in some oregano for our seasoning. Just a nice little dash on each of our little patties. And then I like the heat, so I'm bringing some red pepper flakes, but you can season this however you like. If you don't like red pepper flakes, you can skip them. If you don't like oregano, you can skip it. You can add some salt, some pepper, keep it simple, but I want these to be nice and flavorful. All right, and you guys know I have to add some garlic powder to this because that is my favorite seasoning. Just a nice little sprinkle on each of our patties. Just makes it extra tasty. All right, and last but not least for seasoning, I'm gonna add some parsley, because I think parsley goes so well with anything Italian. All right, we are almost done here, you guys. We have one last ingredient, and that is my Italian style 6 cheese blend. And we are just gonna go ahead and sprinkle this all over our dish. You can use whatever cheese you like. You can use mozzarella, more Parmesan, whatever you like, just place it on top. And this is gonna create the most delicious topping for our easy one-pan dinner. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of spread that best we can. Perfect. All right. Our easy one-pan dinner is ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is going to cook for 45 minutes. Oh my goodness. Look how delicious this looks. Okay, this is actually only in there for about 40 minutes, but I think that pasta is perfectly cooked. I checked with a fork. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Oh yeah, that looks incredible. The asparagus, the manicotti. Let's get some of those tomatoes, squeeze all that tomato juice on there. This looks outstanding. And it's kind of healthy, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and give this a try. That pasta is the perfect al dente. Okay, let's give it a try. That is really, really good. Oh, the flavors are outstanding, you guys. Oh my, this smells incredible. Oh, I'm gonna give it another quick kind of mix. Oh, look at that creaminess, the Alfredo, the chicken, the bacon, that ranch seasoning. This is about to be so good. Full here, let's give it a try. I'm gonna need more than that. This looks incredible. All right, let's give it a try. Oh my, this is way too good. Wow, you guys have to try it. Oh my, this came out so good. I did turn the broiler on for the last minute and it got a little burnt, but I think that's gonna be the best part. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve some of this up. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be delicious, you guys. Oozing out with all of that goodness. Oh yeah. Right into our bowl it goes. Get some of that extra bits that fell out. Delicious. Okay, it is time to try our shepherd's pie. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. It's really good, you guys. Oh my, this looks so good, you guys. I did let it cool for about 15 minutes, so this is ready to enjoy. Let's see if we can cut through using a spatula. Oh yeah. So we got a nice dinner for a family of 6, all in one pan. So good, so cheesy, so delicious. Serve it with, a salad or some broccoli, whatever you like. Look how meaty that looks. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if my plate is big enough for this. That looks incredible. Ooh, cannot wait to give this a try. Let's see if I can just get some of that chicken. Oh yeah, chicken with spaghetti. Perfect bite. That is perfectly cooked, you guys. Enjoy.